Welcome to the Outdoor View. I'm Wanda, your host for today, and I have here with me Steve Rambo from Raahauge's Hunting Club and Sporting Clays. Thank you for joining us, Steve.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're joining us today. I met Donna and Terry, I want to say probably, 11, 12, maybe even 13 years ago at an event in El Dorado County at the county fairgrounds. And they were just the nicest people. And I know it's unfortunate when Terry passed and Donna kept moving forward and operating the club, and she's done an amazing job. She's just amazing. And so I'd like you to tell me, what is your role and how did you get involved?
Well, I let's see. I went to the ISE show at Cal Expo, International Sportsman's Show, and they were doing a memorial shoot for Terry.
Oh, okay.
His first one. So my son and we went up, and that's how I found out about the ranch. And then started hunting there, and I retired at a young age, got lucky on that. And we started going up there more and more. They needed some help after Terry passed. Donna, she called her son back from Florida, and 2 years ago they asked me if I wanted to be a manager, and I said yes, I would love to do it. So I'm helping Raahauge's out and enjoying every bit of it. It's a wonderful place.
That is so awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. So tell me, I've never been there. I heard it's a great place. And like I said, I've heard just how amazing Donna is and all the great things that she's done. But what type of hunting do you guys offer there? And what are the packages? Tell us some stuff about that.
Okay, so our club, Donna's, they've been up there for 20 years. Terry Raahauge moved from the LA area after his dad started. We'll go back on a little history here. Okay. So Link Raahauge is the founding father of Raahauge's. He's the dad of Terry and Mike Raahauge, and Link started the club. He's the very first licensed pheasant club in the state of California.
Wow.
He started the club in 1964, and they just been moving on ever since, and they really do love doing what they're doing. So what we offer is pheasant and chukar hunting. We have a package right now where 3 pheasants are $96. Our chukars are $20 a bird. We have multiple packages, and I've got to put my glasses on so I can read this stuff.
That's like catching up. I feel the pain. That's what I have to do.
Yes. So we have a package here where you can do 12 pheasants for $380, 8 chukars for $160. You can do a bird card. You can mix the bird card. You can have 12 people on the bird card. So we're a club, but we do not ask for a membership. So we do not charge for a membership at all. We have a dry camp, so you can come up and camp for the weekend. And if you want to stay a week or take a vacation, you're more than welcome to. We have sporting clays, a 24 course sporting clay and a 5 stand. When you do come up, and we have a pistol and a rifle range. We are building a 1,200 yard rifle range after all this rain now. And we have bird cleaning. Our bird cleaning is $5 a bird. If you need, a dog handler, so we don't just rent the dog out, you actually get the person. I'm one of them up there too.
Wow.
So you'll actually get the hunter and his dog. It's $100 a person, up to three. After three people, or I'm sorry, three people and more, it's $75 a person on top of your birds. So
Okay.
yeah, we offer quite a bit. We have a lot of fun up there. There's enough laughs and good times. We try to keep all the weeds and rattlesnakes away. There are rattlesnakes in the off season and the beginning of the season. We open up in September and we go till the end of April on our pheasant and chucker hunting.
Okay. So it sounds like they've been around for 57, 58 years
Yes,
doing this type of business. And it sounds like people can bring their RVs or come and
yes,
tent camp or, yeah, so all
yes,
of the above.
yes, they can. They can bring up a tent. They can bring up their travel trailer or a fifth wheel or a motorhome. We have everything for them. We have restrooms up there, outside kitchen.
Wow.
So we have a lot of stuff for them.
So you
Big
guys have,
picnic table area.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, we have a big picnic table area to where people can bring up their families and barbecue outside and hang around and have drinks, soda, water, and enjoy the weekend.
Wow, that sounds great. So let me ask you, you said, well, first of all, back up a second.
Uh-huh.
You guys have full hookups for the
We
campers?
No, we do not have hookups. It's a dry camp. So they
Okay,
have to bring up their own water, their own power.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you said you have bathrooms. Do the bathrooms have showers or?
No showers, just restrooms.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. At the Outdoor View, we like to bring things down to basics because we know that there are people out there that have never been to a club like the Raahauges. And so if you could just tell us what it's like once they get there, walk them through a day and let everybody know what it's like.
Okay. So when they show up, come into the office, you have to sign a release form. We greet you, with smiles, obviously, and have a good time. We're always joking and laughing. The Then is what it is okay. Now we try to find out what type of package you want to do. You have to have your hunting license, your upland game bird stamp,
Mhm.
and if you shoot the sporting clays, it's lead. If you shoot any kind of birds, it's steel shot or non-lead ammo.
That's good to know.
Yes, you don't want to get in trouble with fish
Mhm.
and game or fish and wildlife now, sorry.
Well, those are all
Then,
things that they learn when they go to get their license, right?
yes, yes. And then once we find out the package, then we set them up in a field. So the field, you'll drive out to the field, everything's numbered. We'll put you in, let's say, field 7.
Mhm.
It's numbered by 5 and 6, 6 and 7, 7 and 8. Then you will, if you need a dog handler, we'll have one there for you. We have to know in advance. We do have a couple guys that we can just call. It might take them an hour to get there, but we'll get it taken care of,
That's great.
or less than an hour too. There's a gentleman that lives around the corner, so he's pretty close. It takes him about 15 minutes sometimes.
Okay.
Then we take them out on the hunt, or if they have a dog, you can just come on up, order your birds, however many birds you want, go out into the field, and we plant the birds in front of you. So you actually get a chance to hunt the bird. And then after that, so let's say they kill 3 birds that they paid for. The
Mhm.
the 3 pheasants for $96. They kill all 3. And they want to keep hunting if they have their own dog.
Mhm.
If they find any other birds in that field, those are all free. We don't charge extra for those birds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we explain all that too inside the office while we're going through all the safety stuff and the rules on the ranch. If there's no one parked in the fields next to them and their bird goes into that field, they can go and hunt over in that field until someone shows up in that parking spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's almost like a little free roam in a sense, if there's
Oh,
no one there. So you get to enjoy the day and have a good time. And then when they're done hunting, they come back to the ranch house, the office. They, if they want their birds cleaned, they pay at the office. They have to go home with, I believe they're yellow stickers,
mhm.
because in the off season, wild birds, you cannot carry a dead pheasant, a hen or a rooster or a chucker without a yellow tag. You can get in trouble for that. So you come in, you get your tag, go down, get your birds cleaned, and then you head on home and enjoy the tasty meat.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, it's amazing. We've done quite a few interviews now, and we've had a lot of discussion over the fact that people who have never been exposed to the outdoors when it comes to hunting and shooting and things like that, they probably, I would imagine, a lot of them are not even aware of all the regulations that have to be followed from shooting, and like you say, the yellow tags on the wild game that they're taking home and things like that. And that's what I'm excited about with the Outdoor Views. I feel like it's really a place where we're trying to reach those people who have formed opinions, but really they just aren't educated. They don't understand that every hunter out there, what they go through to be able to hunt in the first place, from
Yeah.
having to go through things to shoot the gun and having a license for hunting, and
Mhm.
just all the things that they have to go through. And we even had a discussion in one of our earlier interviews about the fact that some people who have never been exposed to hunting like this, they probably aren't even aware that there's game wardens out there,
Right.
because for me, I grew up in the city. And so back in the day when I was younger, I never thought about it. And I don't think I really knew that when people
Right.
went hunting and fishing and things like that, that there were game wardens out there, but there is. And
There is.
they're
Yeah.
enforcing the law.
And they do a wonderful job, protecting our animals and protecting the laws that we're supposed to go by. So
Exactly.
there's a lot of nice, wonderful game wardens out there.
No doubt.
And what you guys are doing, trying to get this information out to other people, it's wonderful, because we need that. We're not just out taking all the animals, we're actually paying attention to the wildlife management of it too. So it works on both ends of it.
Another thing that people who are not educated in hunting and regulations and stuff, I'm sure a lot of them are not aware that the hunters work hand in hand with the state on
Yeah.
wildlife management. And so it's really a cool thing once you learn all about it and you understand conservation efforts. It's just, it's awesome,
It really is. And watching those animals, watching a pheasant fly and making that noise when a rooster takes off, it's a beautiful sound. We don't even though they're planted birds, and this here's the thing that a lot of people make mistakes on.
Mhm.
Oh, it's an easy hunt. It's not. I
Yeah,
mean, there's so many people. I take out so many clients. They miss all the time. It's
yeah,
they think it's easy, and it really isn't. It's a lot of fun, but listening to those birds cackle when they take off is gorgeous. It's just amazing sound.
yeah, yeah.
In our state, we don't have the wild birds anymore, so the clubs are actually helping out. And if the pheasants and the chuckers do survive, in the off season during the summertime, it's wonderful. You get to see them run around and listen to them early in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
I remember some of the first hunts that I went on, and just being out in the field, it's really an amazing thing. I mean, some of the things that you see out there and the things that you hear, and you'd never experience that
Right.
until you go out hunting. And it's one of those things you just don't know until you
Hmm.
experience it, you know?
Yes.
And I can't stress enough, just our audience, for those who have not been exposed to hunting or shooting, how hunters, they obey the law, they work with the state hand in hand on wildlife management. And
Mhm.
we've talked about this in other interviews as well, is that poaching is illegal.
Right.
Hunters are respectful. They're respectful towards, what the state is doing to manage our wildlife and to make sure that they have a quality life. And
Right.
so, there's a lot to be said for these hunters who are doing great things working with our state and managing these animals and giving them a great life,
It
so
really is. It really
yeah.
is. So,
Yeah. So at any rate, we've gone through the day and what it would look like for someone who's never gone chukar or pheasant hunting before, and what it would be like to visit the Raahauge hunting club and sporting clays.
yeah.
Uh,
The
yeah.
other thing that I forgot to mention too is, if you're shooting the pistol or if you're shooting the sporting clays or our 5 stand, you don't need a hunting license for that. You can just go up and shoot. You don't need a hunting license to shoot clay targets.
Okay.
It's only game birds or animals that you're doing that you need a hunting license for. Even on a club, you still have to have a hunting license and all the stamps that you need for hunting. So that a lot of people think just because you're on a club and it's private property, you don't need a hunting license, but you do.
Yeah.
So
Good point. That's a
yeah, we're
darn
we
good point. What events do you guys have coming up? Anything fun coming up that we could let our viewers know about?
we do on the I think it's the 15th. Yes, January 15th, we're doing a manager special where our birds are a lot cheaper. They will be, hang on here. Let's see. Come on, notes. Yeah, January 15th. Our pheasants will be, they'll be $20 a bird, and our chuckers are going to be $16 a bird. So we're knocking the prices down really good for the manager special. So
Okay.
it's the first time that Raahauge has ever done this. So we're going to see how it works and go from there and keep doing all these specials even throughout this like in November for Thanksgiving. We've been closed for the last 5 years. We opened up this year on Thanksgiving morning, and we did our birds at a discounted price, and we had a lot of people up there. It was
Wow.
wonderful. Yeah. And then February 26th and the 27th, we are doing a junior pheasant hunt on the 26th. And then on the 27th, we're doing a veterans hunt, and it might be the opposite, but it doesn't matter. It's with Pheasants Forever Yellow County
Mhm.
chapter that I'm part of the group. Um, we put on this up at Raahauge's every year now for the last 2 years, 3 years, and it's a great turnout. So if people want to come up and enjoy those 3 weekends, it'll be, or 3 days, I'm sorry, 3 days, it'll be amazing. We'll have lunch on all 3 of those days. Then we're going to have the ISE show, the sportsman show at Cal Expo on the 20th through the 23rd. We'll be out there. And then we'll have people sign up for Terry's memorial shoot on that. So
Okay.
we're still in talks on what days, because we have February where we have the 2 shoots, and then we have the junior duck hunt, the veterans hunt, and the late season hunt. So we're trying to push that more. I think the end of February is what I'm guessing. So
Okay.
Donna and I are still going through the dates on that one.
So you got all those things going on and your junior hunts and things like that. What about, do you guys get lots of women that come out there
We
shooting?
do.
Do.
We this year with Pheasants Forever, we're going to try to do another women's hunt later in the season. It'll be March, February, March. Yeah. So we're in talks of that. At our next meeting, we're going to bring that up and see what we're going to do there. And we
I think that would be a lot of fun.
it really is. And we're going to do a women's sporting clay shoot. I'm going to try to get something together. We start that in April. All of our events for the sporting clays starts in April and goes all the way to September. So there's always something going on up at the ranch. Almost every weekend, we're doing some kind of shoot. So that's what we're pushing for this year.
Oh gosh, I would love to get some women together and come and do some shooting.
Oh, it'll be fun. It would be a lot of fun.
What about accessibility for disabled people? Do you get disabled people out there?
We do. We have a gentleman that is in a wheelchair. We have little platforms for him for wheelchairs to where they can roll up and shoot the sporting clays. We'll let them ride around on the golf cart or a side-by-side. If they want to do a pheasant hunt, we can do that if they can't walk. So we've done that 5 times this year already.
Oh wow, that sounds very cool.
Yes, and if they have a wheelchair that can actually, there's a few wheelchair companies out there now that have tracks.
Yeah.
And if they have one of those, they can go around our fields. We have bridges, everything for the wheelchairs.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, we have one of our daughters has a disability and she's in a wheelchair. And so Bill and I always try to get her out as much as we can, you know. So she's limited in her movement and things like that, but she loves getting in the great outdoors along with us. So is there anything else that you can tell us about the club that the viewers might like to know about that you can think of?
You know, right now it's gorgeous up there because everything's so green. It's not golden anymore. You know, we finally got some wonderful weather. We've had almost 12 inches of rain up there this year. We keep track of our rain. Other than that, you know what? It's just coming up and seeing the place. That's the biggest thing. You have to come up and see it. We're in the town of Dunnigan. We're 45 minutes away from Sacramento, north on I-5. You would take the exit 556, and then you're going to go west about 5-6 miles, and we're on the left-hand side. You can't miss us. There's 2 orchards and then us. It's just coming up and seeing the place. That's once you see it, you go, oh my gosh, this place is beautiful. And it's a lot of fun.
Okay. So can you let our viewers know your website or contact information?
Yes, it is linkraahauge.com. Our address is 25835 County Road 8.
One more time, if you could tell our viewers, if you could spell out the website for them.
Yes, it is Link, L-I-N-C, Raahauge, Raahauges. And the phone number is 530-724-0552.
Thank you, Steve, for providing us with that information. And thank you to our viewers for joining us today at the Outdoor View, the place where we educate, connect, and learn to protect our outdoor traditions. Make sure you join us on our Facebook page, on our website at theoutdoorview.org, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.